Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings-Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell. And this is the Insider Report. So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings-Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hiya, Kat.
Hey, Bruce.
How'd your weekend go?
Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful and so sunny outside. It was so great.
Took a few to get used to it. Yeah,
I know. I got my tanning in. Like we had a springtime sunshine rehearsal for all in the timing out on the band shell since it was just so beautiful. I was like, why are we doing this indoors? Like we block things out with tape. Like we could take that to the park. So we did that at the park. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah.
That was a good time. And nice mellow Easter. Just everybody, my family had dinner all together on Sunday night, and it was just a low-key, nice weekend.
Nice weekend.
Very relaxing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, mine was the same way. That was it right there. It was very mellow, yes. We just hung out and it was cool. And it's so funny. I was telling somebody at the gym this morning, I go, the Junior, he cracks me up because like when we go to the Isaiah thing for the Christmas lights and everything, and Santa is there, there's lines, going way out.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm cool, Papa. I don't need to go sit on Santa's lap. I'm like, well, all right then. Okay, if that's what you have. You're good with that. Well, same thing with Easter. I kind of thought he was all ready to go. They were going to go do one on Saturday. And he kind of looks at me and goes,
He's growing up.
I'm cool with it. It's my relaxed day, is what he says to me. So I'm like, okay, groovy, man. You ain't going to see me, are you? I'm good.
Fair enough.
Flip the sports on, and I'm good. I was working on the paper all weekend. That's pretty much what I was doing because this week is, it said I'm getting ready to print. The May issue will be coming out, on the 29th. So I'm really happy with that. I'll have it way ahead of time. That's just the way the printing falls. That was it. That's all we did. But there is a lot of stuff going on.
There is.
Just like you said, you got another production coming up. But we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Hope you all got out there to enjoy this sunshine because, yes, it was very nice. And before we get going on here, I'd like to thank the Oregon South Coast Fishermen, otherwise known as the Castaways, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. And if you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows here at KCIW, just go to kciw.org and you will be on your way. Now, we got a short one this music schedule, but everybody's sending them to me because, like I said, when they start putting the paper together. So next week, we'll have a full ready for May music schedule.
But for now, let's look at the last gasps of April here.
That's right. We're going to do the last thing.
Turning our attention to Cisco, playing on the 25th of this month at the Chetco Activity Center from 11 a.m. to 1:30, and then on the 26th at the Brookings-Harbor Farmers Market from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah, and then Mike Powell, he'll be playing on the 27th at Augustino's Treehouse in O'Brien from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
And then Patty Ann has a show on the 25th at Chetco Brewing, playing music from 6 to 8 p.m.
And then J.D. Drums will be in Gold Beach at Groundlings Pizza on the 26th from 5 to 8. And then on the 29th, there'll be an open mic at Oxenfree, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m.
All right.
And there's it. Yeah, boom.
That's that for April in music. But we can turn our attention now to lots of weekly events happening at the Chetco Library. Always every Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. They've got their story time. That's stories, songs, and games for young children. And then on Wednesdays at 1:30 p.m., they have their after-school activities. That's homework help, a creation station, and snacks, all for school-aged kids. On Thursdays at 4 o'clock, they have another round of after-school activities. And at 5:30 on Thursdays, they've got a free Easy Flow yoga class. And for this class, they do note it's recommended that participants be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor. And then on Saturdays, every Saturday at 1 p.m., they have Saturday Shuffle, Magic the Gathering, and more. Players can bring their favorite deck and play Magic the Gathering or a Pokemon, the trading card game, any other type of card game. Gamers of all kinds are welcome to bring their favorite games from their own collections. They can also browse the library's board game collection and just find a crew to play with. Then on second and fourth Saturdays of each month at 1 o'clock, they have Teens Teach Tech. You can drop by the library annex, the little house across the street from the main library, with your device and tech questions, and you can get personalized help from a trained cyber senior technology mentor. Their mentors are young people who've been trained to teach technology to older adults, and they are standing by to help with your smartphone, iPad, or computer. This free service is presented in partnership with Harmony and Me Music. And then coming up in monthly and special events, just a note to anybody who was keeping an eye out for it, on the 23rd at 1 o'clock, The workshop Arts with Tori is full at this point in time. There's just a wait list. But if you want to hop on the wait list, you can join local artist Tori for a step-by-step workshop on creating custom gel print greeting cards. And their registration for monthly craft workshops open up on the 1st of each month. On the 25th of April at 4 o'clock, they've got their Spring Poetry Slam. April is National Poetry Month, and poetry lovers of all ages are invited to the large meeting room to celebrate the written and spoken word. Poets may recite original poetry, or they can share a poem by their favorite poet. Sign-ups begin at the door a half hour before the event, and anyone who performs, you'll get entered to win a poetry-themed door prize. Then coming up on the 26th of April at 10:30, they have a morning Mario Kart tourney. You can join Library Volunteer D for a friendly Mario Kart competition. All ages are welcome, and no need to worry, they'll provide some controllers. And on the 27th at 2 p.m., the library is participating in Elmo Williams Day. They're hosting a free screening of The Amazing Adventure. The fourth Sunday in April is Elmo Williams Day in the city of Brookings. And after a high noon tribute to his life, to the life of the belated philanthropist, filmmaker, and Brookings resident in Azalea Park, the community is welcome to join us at the library for a free screening. This is for the 1936 Cary Grant film, The Amazing Adventure, which Williams contributed his editing expertise to. And there's one more book club coming up at the end of April on the 30th at 5:30 p.m. They have the Look Back Book Club. In this book club, adults and older teens are invited to revisit the classic books from their childhoods and dare to ask themselves, how do they hold up now? Are they just as good, worse, or maybe even better than we remember? And April's book selection is Matilda by Roald Dahl. And for more information about library book clubs, events, programs, services, you can visit chetcolibrary.org and check out their full events calendar. You can follow them on Facebook for updates, or you can always give them a call at 541-469-7738.
Whew, no moss is going to grow on the library. It's going to keep on moving. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very cool.
Go, go, go.
Go. Good stuff there going on. Mm-hmm. Hey, Gold Beach Chess Club is at the First Chapter Coffee House on Ellensburg Avenue in Gold Beach, Saturdays 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The Gold Beach Chess Club is a free non-dues community chess club, which is open to anyone who wishes to participate. They have adult and scholastic chess players in attendance. They do casual games, practice chess tournaments for adults and scholastic players. They also hold chess lessons and even run a blindfold chess challenge at their weekly meetings. BYO, bring your own, set and board if you have them. Limited extras available on hand. Casual chess, game reviews, practice chess tournaments, and blindfold chess challenges. For more information, you can contact Sean at stobin2015@gmail.com. That's located at 29325 Ellenberg Avenue. That's First Chapter Coffee House.
All right.
Yeah.
And hey, now it's time for quotes from famous people with Cousin Bruce.
It is. And here are a few quotes from comedian, actor Eddie Murphy. He was born April 3rd, 1961. Yeah, born the same year I was. That's very cool. Hey, the advice I would give to someone is to not take anyone's advice. He says, I've always had confidence. It came because I have lots of initiative. I wanted to make something of myself. He goes, if you interact with anyone, ultimately all people are the same. However, they're dressed. When you're in the house with a person, they're going to be a regular human being. And you can't let the good things people say make you feel too good, because you're going to let the bad things make you feel real bad. So there you go. Quotes from Eddie Murphy with Cousin Bruce. Until next week, hey, have a great one.
All right.
Good stuff.
All right, well, the Chetco Pelican Players, located at 1240 Chetco Avenue, are currently presenting the melodrama Thar She Blows. Written and directed by founding member and longtime resident Mike Moran, Thar She Blows is a melodramatic comedic riff on the history of Brookings, Oregon. With campy humor and plot twists galore, it is more satisfying than a blubber burger and as exciting as a tangle with a giant squid. So they just had their first weekend of shows. It's running through May 4th, and showtimes are Fridays and Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sunday matinees at 2 p.m. The doors open 45 minutes before curtain, and if you want to get tickets, they're $15 for adults, $7 for students. You can get your tickets at the door. You can call 541-469-1857 for reservations, or you can purchase tickets online at chetcopp.booktix.com.
Yes, and Elk Valley Casino is presenting Comedy Night with Mike Betancourt. This is happening on the 25th at 8 p.m. Let's see, it's an electrifying night of comedy Mike Betancourt takes the stage at Elk Valley Casino. He's got a dynamic, sharp mix of sharp wit, physical comedy, and outrageous storytelling. Tickets are on sale in person at the Points Club booth or online at etix.com in advance and on the day of the event. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. with the show starting at 8. Must be 21 or older to attend, and it is a seating as first come, first served.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the Brookings Emblem Club is presenting Shape of Fashion featuring Jewels by the Sea. This event's happening at the Brookings Elks Lodge on the 26th of April from noon to 3. There'll be a social hour at noon, a fashion show with a light lunch from 1 to 3. They'll be serving appetizers, tea sandwiches, dessert, coffee, iced tea. Tickets are $15. They're on sale in the front office of the Elks Lodge, or you can call 850-225-8764.
Yeah, and then, hey, actually, we were talking earlier, Elmo Williams Day is coming up here, April 27th. It's an annual event celebrating the life of Academy Award winner and Brookings resident Elmo Williams, producer, director, editor, and writer of many Hollywood classic movies, including High Noon, Tora Tora Tora, The Longest Day, and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Since its official proclamation in 2017, the fourth Sunday in April has been designated as Elmo Williams Day in Brookings. Williams is Brookings' own Hollywood celebrity, having won 2 Academy Awards. This year it will be celebrated on Sunday, April 27th, starting with a tribute to Williams at high noon at the Capella by the Sea in Azalea Park, and it will be followed by the showing of The Amazing Adventure at the Chetco Community Public Library in Brookings, which was Cary Grant's first starring role and Elmo's first editing of a major motion picture. It will be followed by a taped interview of Elmo talking about the making of the film, the stars in it, and the early days of the British film industry. Let's see, high noon tribute at the Capella by the Sea, and 2 p.m. The Amazing Adventure at the Chetco Library.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
And now it's time for a bit of weird. Now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Well, sometimes it's a bit weird, too.
Sometimes it's weird.
G'day, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's bit of real history for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know that Napoleon never started a war? It's true. Here's the story. Contrary to the often dramatized caricature of a mad, power-hungry, and incredibly short Frenchman, Napoleon Bonaparte had never started a war during his time as Emperor of the French. In the space of 12 years, France was the target of 7 international coalitions of European powers, determined to isolate them, dismantle the French state for disrupting the status quo of European politics that had been thrown in disarray over the French Revolution. All 7 wars were declared upon France, not by it. When confronted with war, Napoleon took to the offensive. That it is given, but how often in contemporary culture do we find ourselves briefly referring to Napoleon as that crazy French guy who wanted world domination? When Franceschi and Weider's book on the wars against Napoleon, debunking the myth of Napoleonic wars, is argued by stating that Napoleon had an obsessive attachment to peace, maintained his intangible principle of avoiding conflicts. He never provoked a war, and he never took the initiative in declaring war. Even his invasion of Russia in June 1912 was a reluctant response to Tsar Alexander's ultimatum of 1812, which in fact, if not in law, has established a state of hostilities between the two empires. While, of course, his assembling of the Grand Army, the largest standing army at the time, certainly doesn't rank well for his peacekeeping reputation, nor does his unprecedented invasion of Russia, his motivation was the protection of his homeland. He often was quoted as saying, France before all else. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's Bill Rear's history with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Till next time, always keep it real. But see, I was amazed when I read this because I did too. I thought he was just, a little tyrant that, kind of like the way they depicted him, and that he had started the wars, or like maybe not all of them, but had, yeah. And it was like he was quite the opposite.
Oftentimes it's the caricatures of ourselves that survive into history.
He just wanted everybody to obey and just behave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
There you go. Well, hey, Legends Arcade down in the Port is presenting a May the 4th Be With You event. It's going to open at 2 p.m., and the public is invited to celebrate the love of Star Wars. There'll be inflatable lightsaber dueling, a costume contest, and more.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
There's going to be a lot of people playing all of that.
Funny one.
Hey, Southwest Oregon Community College, otherwise known as SWOC, Friends of Curry Campus Speaker Series is presenting stories from a Chimp Conservationist and colleague of Jane Goodall. This will be happening on May 8th from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. This is a new time, I guess, for going out to those things. So this is a free program sponsored by the Friends of Curry Campus and will be held in the community room in Southwestern's Curry Campus, 96082 Lone Ranch Parkway. It's off Highway 101 in Brookings. In 1972, Dr. Nancy Merrick had the unique opportunity to study chimpanzee behavior with Jane Goodall at the Gombe Stream Research Center in Tanzania, Africa. Nancy was thrilled for the opportunity to follow chimps around the forest, documenting their behavior. Join us for an insider look at wild chimpanzees and the ongoing effort to maintain their endangered habitat, as well as the present connection with their local human counterparts. Explore, grow, and create with the Friends of Curry Campus on the second Thursday of every month during the school year. And stay tuned for upcoming talks in their speaker series. For more information, you can contact the Curry Campus at 541-813-1667. Yeah, they're doing a lot out there, too.
Yeah. It's really cool to get a colleague of Goodall in there. That doesn't happen every day.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I like the way they put that.
That's quite novel.
And it's funny, last week I did Jane Goodall doing the quotes from it.
Love that tie-in. I love it.
Yeah. I was like, what a tie-in, yeah.
Excellent. Well, hey, the Chetco Activity Center, located at 550 Chetco Lane in Brookings, is having a Mother's Day fundraiser, and it's a fancy dress tea party. This is on the 11th of May from 2 to 5 p.m. It's $15 a person, or $10 if you bring your mom and come in costume. It's going to feature a magical afternoon of teas, treats, and unicorns serving up traditional teas and finger foods. There's going to be mini unicorn photo ops with West Coast Mini Horse Rescue. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Silent auction.
I know it's going to be. I know. I started reading. They got some fun going on there.
In addition to the unicorn photo ops, there's going to be a silent auction featuring teapots, cups, and saucers. They say that there's a fancy dress theme. Costumes are 100% encouraged.
So
again, on the 11th of May.
That cool. Their little mini unicorn horse. That's
adorable.
Cool. Yeah, very cool. Hey, Brookings-Harbor Leos. Are you a teen, 12 to 18 years of age, interested in helping your community and having fun? Then you might want to join the Leos. They meet online on the third Saturday of every month. They have fun at a teen hangout the second Saturday of every month at Harmony and Me Music Studio with pizza, drinks, games, and snacks. And then there's the Teen Teach Tech second and fourth Saturdays at Chetco Library Annex. There's a recycle program, beach cleanups, helping the food bank, and more. So this is sponsored by the Brookings-Harbor Lions. You can email brookingsharborleos@gmail.com for an application. So there you go.
And then just a quick reminder that SWOC spring classes are currently underway. I'm not sure how many spots there are left for classes at this point in time, but if you want to learn more about their classes, including their GED program, you can always call the Student Success Center at the Curry campus at 541-813-1667 or visit socc.edu.
Yes, indeedy. And then KCIW's got a soapbox series. KCIW is giving folks a chance to speak their mind on a show called the KCIW Soapbox. Basically, KCIW is offering 2 minutes of airtime to anyone who has something to say. There are a few rules, of course. No cussing, no slandering, no advertising. But other than that, folks can share what's on their mind. The studio is open every Wednesday from 2 to 3 for people to come in and record.
And then there's ongoing game nights that happen at the Whimsical Griffin, located at 615 Chetco Avenue near the Redwood Theater. They happen on Tuesdays and Fridays from 5 to 9, and it features games such as Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, and, of course, board games.
Yeah, we're getting able to get into the PSAs. I like that. Yeah, it's been a while because we have so much going on. Yeah. Hey, they got the Meals on Wheels. Volunteers needed. If you would like to do something that will make you and those you help very happy. If you would like to do something to help give back to the community you love. If you would like to help out your fellow human beings, then Meals on Wheels is looking for you. By delivering a hot meal to those who are home-ridden, you not only help someone who is hungry, but you can also bring a bit of kindness into their lives, a friendly face for them to see every day, and social contact they may not have otherwise. There are 3 routes that deliver hot meals to about 60 seniors on a daily basis. Each route takes about 1.5 hours. You can volunteer by the day, the week, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, even if it is just 1 day a week, 1 day a month, whatever works for you. you. Every little bit helps. If you are interested in helping in this great cause for the community, please contact Meals on Wheels via the Chetco Activity Center, 541-469-6822. Good cause, yeah.
And of course, the Brookings-Harbor Boy Scouts of America are always scouting for new troop members, and boys and girls are invited. Troop 32 and Troop 4032 are accepting new scouts as well as adults interested in volunteering. Scouts are able to join the troops from 5th grade to age 17. Adults are able to volunteer as long as they are over 21 years old, are able to pass a background check, and are willing to spend about an hour and a half completing a youth protection training course. They meet at Scout Hall from 7 to 8:30 every Monday night except for holidays. You're invited to come meet the troops and learn more about what Scouts can help you achieve. Scout Hall is located at 414 Azalea Park Road in Brookings. And if you want to get in touch with Troop 32 Scoutmaster Mark Haglund, you can call 541-661-2749. And if you want to get in touch with Troop 4032 Scoutmaster Rebecca Wilson, you can reach her at 707-951-3647.
Yeah. And then the American Red Cross out in Curry County blood drives. The need for blood is constant, and sometimes that need becomes critical. Since the beginning of the year, hundreds of blood drives have been canceled, and more than 16,000 plasma platelet donations have gone uncollected due to severe winter weather and wildfires. That's why the American Red Cross needs you. To make an appointment to give blood, call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. Give something that means something. Give blood.
Yep, and a fun little preview here, too. The library is going to be a donation location for blood donations in the summer. So there's going to be one coming up in June and one coming up in August. So
we will be keeping you informed on that one. Very good.
Stay tuned. There are spots available. All right. And then the Curry Public Library, located on 3rd Street in Gold Beach, is hosting an ongoing event called Memory Cafe Curry. Memory Cafe Curry meets the third Wednesday of every month from 10:30 to noon. That's at the Curry Public Library up in Gold Beach. To register for this program, you can email memorycafe@cplib.net, or you can call 541-247-7246. And a memory cafe is an informal social gathering for older adults living with memory loss as well as their care partners. Care partners may include, but are not limited to, spouses, siblings, children, or friends whose social lives are often just as affected as their loved ones. Memory cafes are designed to be a casual, stress-free gathering to allow care partners the opportunity to relax and socialize with others in a similar situation. Memory Cafe Curry is staffed by a qualified social service provider, as well as library staff and volunteers.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Hey, and the Queers and Allies Brookings get together at the Chetco Library Forest Room on the third Saturdays of the month from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. This is ages 9 through 19, and it's hosted by Southern Oregon Coast Pride.
Okay, and then the Brookings Recorder Ensemble is looking for folks to join them in the exploration and enjoyment of playing music for the recorder. This group meets at the Chetco Activity Center on Wednesdays from 1 to 2:30. They say bring your own recorder and a music stand, but the music will be provided.
Yes, it will. It will. And hey, we're good right here on the if you have, we'll hear all about the timing in this area. All in the timing, I think.
All in the timing is coming up.
One more thing here.
Yeah.
So the community kitchen schedule, Mondays at St. Timothy's 12 to 1, Tuesdays at St. Timothy's 12 to 1, Wednesdays at the Star of the Sea Catholic Church 12 to 1, Thursdays the Presbyterian Church 12 to 1, Fridays Lutheran Church 12 to 1, the first, third, and fifth Saturdays St. Timothy's 12 to 1, and then second and fourth Saturdays Church of the Nazarene 12 to 1, Sundays St. Timothy's 3 to 4. You can also find the community kitchen schedule at kciw.org. Yeah, it's all in the timing, and we have a little bit of time.
We got a little time left to talk about that. So the next thing coming up from Three Penny Theater Co., they're proud to present All in the Timing, a series of comedic shorts by renowned modern playwright David Ives. So what is All in the Timing about? You're invited to step into a world where the absurd meets the profound and All in the Timing. It's a selection of 3 comedic shorts from Ives' original masterful collection of comedy shows. So from a comically awkward meet cute in the multiverse to philosophical musings with a troupe of existentially minded monkeys, this production is a laugh-out-loud celebration of the most surreal and sublime aspects of the human experience. Whether you're a fan of clever wordplay or an enthusiast of thought-provoking comedy, All in the Timing promises an unforgettable evening of absurd and witty humor. And this is opening May 9th. It's going to run for 2 weekends on the following dates and times. It's going to be Friday evenings at 7 p.m. And then Saturdays and Sundays are both going to be matinees at 2 p.m. This is happening at the Brookings Event Center at 800 Chetco Avenue, Unit B in Brookings. That's located between Feather Nest and Wild Hair Barber and Tattoo. And tickets are $10. You can find tickets at threepennytheater.com.
Sweet. Mm-hmm. See, there we go. Yeah, love it. Nice time filler. And also, very cool going to hear. You're going to be in it too. Then.
I'm going to be in it. I'm not going to be one of the monkeys, but Jason is.
Okay.
He's going to be in a sailor suit. Like, all right. Don't miss this.
Oh, man, no doubt. Well, that's it. It's time to close out this week's show. Before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work each week helping us bring our show to the airwaves. And I want to thank you all for tuning in to this week's Insider Report. And please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and listen to all the fine shows that they have to offer. You can catch the show podcast, including the Insider Report, by going to kciw.org, where you can also catch some live streaming. Hey, and also this whole show is brought to you, the info is brought to you by the Insider of Southern Oregon Entertainment newspaper. And if you'd like to read more about these things that we talked about, you can go to insiderofsouthernoregon.com. That's our website. And you can also find a link to the Insider Report there. So, hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We are signing off. Please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey,
we'll see you out there.
Bam! Yeah.
There we go.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.